welcome everybody to our EU season opener at Australia today. Let's see. Here we go. Now we don't need that. Lap data. Full track map. Alrighty. Got a few people about to start their hot lap here. What do we got? Nope. Try and find somebody that's starting to come around. It's gonna be what do we got? Looks like we'll have Zemaglis starting his the first hot lap of the season right now. And a very quick invalidation. A lot of tricky corners at this track here. But if you can keep it clean though, that'll work out to your advantage later on. Let's see. Not too bad so far. Little lockup going into turn 3, I think, but so far so good. Ooh. Had a good lap going up until lost it going over the curb, it looked like. Let's see. Hopefully he can get this turned around before he gets disqualified here. Let's see. Who else do we got? Fuzz? Fuzz on a hot lap. He's going by right now. Give him a little airtime. So far, so good. Fuzz is just flying along in this McLaren. Ooh, as JXW puts in the first hot lap at a 1:21.3. Pretty good for him. Pretty good time to start with, is what I should say. Let's see. What do we got? Another 1:23 from Gomez. Ooh, as Beck takes the top time with a 1:20.6. Wow, that's a really good time. Let's see, Fuzz though. Ooh, Fuzz just barely beats him out by 4/100ths. Good time. RC coming around. Let's see what he's got. Oh. Keeps it nice and tidy through there. Ooh, little lockup. Cost him a little bit of time, but shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, what do we get? Coming across the line, does a 1:23.8. Let's see. Got Brandon coming around. Oh, as he bumps into the wall. Gotta assume, yeah, he lost a little part of his wing there. That'll definitely affect his time. Terrible camera view. There we go. Let's see what he's able to manage with a busted front wing. Oh, man. As he comes around the final turn here, goes a little wide. Doesn't invalidate the lap though. And goes up into 9th place with a 1:23.9. Not too bad. Got Zenith coming through. Oh yeah. Oh. You know, I expect Zenith. He should be able to get up into at least the top 4 here. He, oh, I jinxed it. And he is heading straight back into the pits. Let's see, anybody else? Oh. Goes through Sector 1, has a purple first sector, so looks like he's on pace to potentially take pole here, assuming that the that the delta is correct. Let's see though. But anybody in the chat can let me know how the game audio and my audio are, just to make sure that it's not too loud or anything. But here we go. As Dylan is coming through the last couple of corners here. Keeps it nice and tidy. No lockup. Very good time. Hits the apex, comes around, and what do we got? A 122.8, moving him up into 10th place. Solid lap. Let's see, Lit Romney. Looks like he might be a little low on... I don't know, never mind. Let's see, who else? Barton? Barton just come across, or did he just started a hot lap? We'll go back to Lit Romney here. Let's see. Ooh, I missed some Moglis going on pole with a 120.6 flat. Nice lap. Let's see, what can Lit Romney do here? Should be about a 122.2. Not too shabby. Okay. Where's Coxie at? See? No, Barton's out of him. So, we'll stick with Barton right now. Or, yeah. Let's see, as Barton goes through the main DRS straight here, down Sector 2? I think, maybe? Let's see. Really, throwing that car in through the corners. Keeps it nice and tidy. And very nice. This will be a really good time. Possibly pole. And he does. 120.2. Very solid lap. We'll catch the very end of... Oh, and Coxie goes up into 9th with a 121.3. Very nice. Oh, missed JX, but another very solid time up there with a 120.5. Man. But as of right now, got a lot of very close times, all the way from 2nd down to 6th are separated by about 2/10, which you always like to see. It means that it should be a very competitive front of the pack here. But let's see, who else? Who's further up? Coxie's not on a hot lap. But Andre is, and let's see, Coxie pulls off to the side, doing a very good job to let him through. Runs a little wide, and ooh, he was almost a victim of that turn. It's a very tricky chicane. Who else? Fuzz? Oh, Fuzz just started. He's about to come across the line. It's Barton. Outlap. Andre invalidated. Okay, here we go. Right on board with... Actually... No, who's the other... never mind. We'll right on board with Gomez as he finishes up. See what he can put in. Will it be good enough to get top 5? No. 121.1. Not too bad. Is Terminal coming around? Yes, he is. Let's see. 121.7 puts him up into 11th place, just outside of the top 10. RC? Ooh, RC's a little low on battery here. Can't tell. Should be on a hot lap, but maybe maybe RC forgot to turn the battery down for his out lap. which is definitely affecting him right now, because the battery is so powerful to have on any track, and especially in your qualifying lap. But we'll see if he can improve on his previous time of 1:23.1. Nope, never mind. He goes back into the pits. Let's see. Brandon coming in. And he improves significantly off of his previous time, but it's only good enough to bump him up about 2 spots, though. Let's see. Mario still in the pits. Did I miss it? Nope. I think Sriracha here is just about to start his hot lap. Do we got anybody else coming across the line? Zem's about to start another hot lap. Ooh. Hits that apex perfectly as he comes around. I think this was turn 8, maybe? 6, 7. Anyway, so far is looking pretty tidy coming through here. Clips the curb a little bit, has a nice run out onto this back straight. Oh. Oh. Let's go to the onboard for a little bit. Oh, coming up on some traffic up ahead. Shouldn't affect his lap at all, but you never know. Ooh. That might have thrown him off a little bit, but still maintaining a good lap here. Keeps it nice and tidy, and this should be a pretty good time. 1:20.6, so I think he was in 5th place before, but look at this now. We got Fuzz up here with a 1:20.4, currently in 2nd, and then all the way back down to 7th place. All very, very close. Ooh, am I going to catch the tail end of Beck's hot lap here? No game sound. Well, I'll have to see. Crap. I'll have to pause it and fix that. It was Beck takes pole, first person to get into the 1:19. Let's see. Audio. I mean, speech. Turn that down, maybe. Why? There we go. I can hear it now. Let me know if is the game audio too loud. Turn it down. Okay. Massively. Thank you, Gilzo. It was at 7 before. Is that better? Try 6. Okay, let's go down to 6. Let's see. Hopefully that makes it, Well, anyway. Oh, is them going into the pits? Anybody about to? Buzz? Oh. Adri's on a hot lap. We'll run along with him. Is that pretty good, Gills, though? At 6 there? Back to Adri's hot lap. Switch up the camera angle. Oh. Move some of this other stuff, and we'll see what Adri can do for his final lap. Okay, probably go down to 4. Or how about this? I'll go down to 5. We'll compromise there. Ooh, somebody had a little bobble behind Adri. Adri comes across the line. Or does he start? No. Somebody pulls off. And invalidated. So, I think got a lot of people out on their final lap here, but ooh, somebody just get a 5-place grid penalty? Oh, well, had a little minor collision here. Oh, we got one of the, we got Andre Sousa getting disqualified. That's unfortunate. Looks like Zenith must be coming around to set a final lap, and nope, not anymore. Somebody got in his, or maybe that was a ghosted car. I'm sure Zenith's not too happy about that. Andre got the 5th place. Let's see. He didn't get in a lap before, and he was saving everything for the end. And Zenith will still be in 18th. So, you know that he's going to be going for that, pretty much last to first. He wants to get the trophy, Phoenix from the Ashes. But, don't think anybody, everybody else is basically done right now. Oh, nice shot of the Ferrari there. Let's see. It looks like we got a few supporters or a few fans of Gomez out here who made it up into 8th place, but still got, oops, oh, I can't go up the back. But so far it looks like the top, about the top 8 are all pretty close together for the most part, except Beck pulled away a little bit with his pole sitting lap right now with a 1:19.9. Fuzz hit a crashed car. Oof. Man. Well, never fun when you hit a crashed car. As we hit the end of qualifying here, as I mentioned before, Beck goes on to pole. We'll run through the order quick at the end here. So we got Beck on pole with a 1:19.9, only person to make it into the 1:19s. Then we get Barton, Zamaglis, JX, Fuzz, Bag of Bones, Sriracha, Gomez, Coxie, Lit Romney, Wolves, Terminal, Adri, Brandon, Dylan, RC7, and then Mario and Jinnit were unable to post a time, and Andre Sousa got disqualified at the end. So, should be a very good race. Everybody's starting off on the softs right now. We'll have to see if some of the people outside of the top 10 elect to start on the mediums, because this could be, without a safety car, a very easy soft to medium race, but I said we'll have to wait and see, because you know there's probably going to be at least one or two safety cars. Get a nice look at the pit lane here. So we will should be taking a little break before everybody readies up to begin the race here. But let's while we're waiting, let's get some predictions in the chat for who we think is going to win the race. Oh, somebody readied up. We are now officially moments away from starting up the formation lap. JXW supporting himself, saying that he is going to win the race. I like that confidence. Very nice. Let's see, we're gonna go to positions changed off the bat. So Fuzz has a very different prediction from JX. Maybe a little foreshadowing going on here. Here we go. The AWS predicted pit stop strategy. They're predicting a soft to hard or soft medium, but what they don't know is you could definitely pull off a soft to medium if you have the right setup. But we'll see. Is JXW getting a little bit ahead of the pack here? Okay, definitely don't need to see this every time I click onto somebody new. Way Beck's going around here on the formation lap, he's going to have some cold tires when he gets back. So we got JXW trying to warm up those tires here. A little swerving. Shot of the Haas car there. So what do we got? Almost looks like everybody everybody up till Adri elected to start on the soft tires for the race. So we'll definitely see how the strategy works out for the medium runners, considering that they if there is a safety car, they could always come in and put the hard tire on, because the hard tire does last for a pretty long time around here, but you never know. Okay, let's get back up to back here at the front. P8 is pretty good. Let's see, so we get ready for the lights to go out here for the season opener at Australia. We got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5. And they're out and we're away, as it looks like Beck gets a fairly decent start, but Barton, RC7, oh, yeah, this is all screwed up, as Beck gets pushed out a little wide here to begin. Oh, and Andre spins out, collecting, who was he? Okay, There are... Oh my god. Well, and that's only a virtual safety car. That's something else. Wow. I don't know what to say about that. Massive collision, as we already have 3 retirements from the race. Our pole sitter, Beck, Willow, and Jamer. And to think that I missed the whole entire collision because all of this stuff is messed up. There we go. Now everything's back to normal. Janet is no longer in first place. I guess, oh, we're back racing now as JX is putting Barton under a lot of pressure going into this Sector 2 chicane. Barton definitely cut the corner a little bit. As, oh, Barton loses it. Barton loses it. Very unfortunate. Now we have 4 retirements to start the race off. Will we get a safety car for that? You never know. But now, just like that, Fuzz's prediction of JX getting smashed into turn 1 has now not come true. Unfortunate. Got a nice... Ooh. Fuzz going up the inside of Zem. Can he make it stick? And he does. As Gomez picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane. Not what he would want. But we got a nice close little battle here between Dylan and Lit Romney, as Romney is trying to get past Brandon going into turn 3 here. He goes down the outside and then they make contact. Oh no. And Lit Romney ends up losing 4 positions. Ooh. Looks like maybe Dylan missed his braking zone a little bit. But we got RC. RC starting to pressure Brandon here as he chases him down, which looks like both of them are on the medium tires, so no advantage there. But we got go back to Fuzz up here as Fuzz is trying to get past Sriracha here. Okay, we don't need to see that again. Gets a nice run. Already beginning to see a couple of gaps form. As Coxie has a bit of a gap between him and Dylan. Vagabond. Why? These camera angles are terrible. Let's see. Fuzz, though, is right on the gearbox of Sriracha. See if he can maybe pressure him into a little mistake here. JX has opened up a nice 1.5 second gap between him and second place, which more importantly will keep him out of will keep second place out of DRS, which can be kind of powerful, but not so much at Australia. And now we got Zem. Zem is joining in on this little 3-way battle for second place here. Ooh. Got a lot of RC and Lit Romney are also pretty close. Go back here. See if maybe you can get a nice little run on Dylan as we come off of the back. And he's going to go for it, and he sends it. And Bag of Bones gets past Dylan. Wow, what a great move. Those soft tires really giving him the extra grip he needs. Here we go. Oh, and did Brandon... Oh, somebody lost it. Was that RC? I think RC was the one that spun out there a little bit. Anyway. Ooh. Couldn't get past and Fuzz, and I missed Fuzz's pass. Probably missed the greatest overtake of the day as we have a Sector 1 yellow flag as that Lit Romney is, he ends up losing it in the in turn 1. See if he has any wing damage. It doesn't look like it, so he should be good to go. As Janet comes flying around, setting the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:24.6. Pretty solid. Let's get the time, no, telemetry. There we go. So what do we got? Find somebody that's pretty close. Got a lot of gaps towards the back, but we see Zem is right behind Sriracha right now. We'll see if maybe with DRS. Looks like both of them should have DRS though, so probably be pretty tough for Zem unless he gets a really good launch. And RC7 picks up a 3-second time penalty. So far, big winner of the day, it would appear to be Dylan and RC moving up 7 or 8 places, excuse me. Bag of Bones stays put at 6th, and JXW moved up into first place after all of the chaos on lap 1. Let's get back to, let's see if Zem can, or if one of these three, because this is a good little battle that they have going on here. But as we all know, when you're the last person in a 3-car DRS train, it is extremely difficult to pass anybody, which is unfortunate, but let's get us on board as we go through the chicane here. Takes that very nicely, very solid. Gotta love the sound of that Ferrari though. Little tiny lockup it looks like, but nothing too serious. Let's see, go up to Fuzz here. Let's see, what can Fuzz do? He has significantly, I think JX maybe made a mistake, because Fuzz closed in pretty good that last lap, and he's pulling out of the slipstream. Let's see if he can get a better run going off this second DRS straight here. And no, he will be a little bit too far back to think about making a move on JX, but he is just right on his gearbox now. Fuzz also putting in a very solid race so far. Moved up 3 positions. Let's see. Zem. Sriracha's fallen back a little bit off of Fuzz here, but let's see if anybody will be able to make a move. Maybe Fuzz will be able to get past here on the next DRS straight. See if he can get a... Sriracha picks up his first penalty, and he goes wide and runs off. And Zemaglis is able to get by him. Oh, big mistake from Sriracha. But he didn't go into the wall, which is the main thing. But now we have Fuzz is out of DRS range, or Zem is out of DRS range from Fuzz, which may allow these front two to pull away and extend their gap a little bit, but let's see, let's get back with the on board on Fuzz here as he tries to, maybe, no, thinks better of it. Oh, he got a very good run on him here, and Fuzz should be able to get this move done as they make a little bit of contact. Oh, shit. And Fuzz just squeezes past JX to take first place in the Australian Grand Prix. Very good move from Fuzz. Let's see, we'll go down to Gomez now, as he is closed up on Lit Romney here. Sriracha picks up another 3-second penalty. Not what you want to see. Because Lit Romney, Brandon with a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. And is that RC7 pulled off or went wide? Oh, big lockup. And things are just going from bad to worse. Is he missing his wing? Yes, he is, and that would explain it. Alrighty. Because now we got Zemaglis pressuring JX now. Stick with this battle for a little bit. Maybe pop down to Adri. Let's actually go Where is he? Oh. Yeah, we'll stick to... We'll stay on board with Zem. I'm close enough to make a move, though. Get the lovely side shot of the new black livery Mercedes. Let's see. Coxie. So, definitely not close enough. But a lot of gaps beginning to form. We got Sriracha in the pit to replace that broken wing, and he is putting on the hard tire, so he'll definitely be able to go to the end on that, but we'll see how much time he lost with that broken front wing. Anyway, back up to Zenith here. RC picks up a 3-second penalty as he tries to stay in front of his... Or, wait. Nope. Never mind. Zenith makes it past him pretty easily on that straight. Go back up to JX. JX also got passed by Zem, and I missed that. It's unfortunate. Let's see. Adrino? Is he going to be making a move? As he does. Adri gets past Andre. Oh, maybe. Andre's going to fight him back. He gets the inside. And a little bit of contact, maybe. But, boy, these two are battling side by side. And Andre goes wide, allowing Adri to take 13th place. Ooh. Oh, Fuzz came into pit. Okay. Did Fuzz put on the hard tire? He did. Wow. No, it says that the pit window is open. One-stop strategy for the mediums, but maybe it's glitched out. I don't know. But we do have Dylan here, who was up 10 positions after he started on started back there on the medium tire back at 15th. So Andre picks up a 3-second penalty. Cox, he's about 8 seconds back, not close enough. Zem is pulled away from JX here. Not a lot of close battles. So we got Zenith trying to chase down Lit Romney. He's closing up on him. Is Lit on? Lit is on the soft tires. The soft tires are definitely bound to have dropped off by now. So Zenith should have a pace advantage here on him, but we'll see if he can make it work out to his favor before Lit Romney comes into pit. I think it's a very good run, and he is going for it up into overtake, and he is safely by Lit Romney. No pressure. As you can see, it kind of Lit Romney has to be struggling for some pace now, but we get back up. Zem comes into the pits, allowing Bones to move up into second, and Dylan is also up into third. Fuzz gets in front of Coxie, who is still in the pit lane. We'll have to see how these hard tires work out for Fuzz. Most people, I would assume, would be going on to the medium tire, which... well, maybe not. Zem, Fuzz, and Coxie all pit on the hards. So maybe not. Let's see. Where... Sriracha... Oh, but Romney just came out of the pit. Because we now got Adri up into 11th place on those 8-lap old hard tires. Zenith picks up his first penalty as well. Those penalties can really come back to haunt you at the end of the race. But as of right now, well, we got this Coxie also picks up a 3-second penalty as well for corner cutting. Seeing a lot of 3-second penalties pop up now. Looks like JX and Bag of Bones have a fairly comfy gap towards the front, but I don't remember how long the pit lane is, but Fuzz is only about 17 seconds behind JX. So we'll see how much time Fuzz can gain on these hard tires, him and Zamaglis. See that Zen came out in front of him, but as long as these two keep up the pace, they should be able to easily get back out in front of JX and reclaim the lead. Ooh, is Brandon? Brandon must have spun out somewhere. Maybe. As we have another retirement, so that makes 5 retirements on the day. And somehow Andre is on 17 lap old mediums. Don't know how that's possible, but let's see here. Anybody? Fuzz is, oh yeah, Fuzz is definitely the closest at the moment. As now we are back to green to clear the incident with Brandon in Sector 3 there. Let's go on board with Fuzz. Let's see if he can, how much of the gap, or how much he can close up this gap between him and Zen. As Bones finally comes into pit off of those old soft tires. Fuzz gets a very good line through there. He's up in the overtake, trying to close up the gap as much as possible, but ooh, a little late on the brakes, but still manages to get it stopped just in time. Fuzz is definitely going to be looking to get past him on this here. He needs to make up as much time as possible to JX, which as of right now, surprised that JX, he's definitely going to push for the mediums, but oh, Zem has a big lockup. Let's go back up here. Let's see. Maybe Fuzz can close up on him a bit. Let's go back to Terminal here. Terminal is right behind Lit Romney. We got the two sister teams, Ferrari and Alpha, scrapping it out right now. Let's see. Terminal is on much older, assuming that this is correct, he is on much older hard tires compared to Lit Romney, so Lit should be able to get away from him, but we will see. This Terminal gets a very good launch off of that corner. Let's go back up to Fuzz. Fuzz closing up the gap, and he's looking to send it on Zamaglis. He goes around the outside. Can he get it done? And yes, he does. He gets in front of Zem to take second place in the Australian Grand Prix. Very nice move from Fuzz here. Now all he has... Okay. Must be a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a mistake. I don't know why. If anything, I don't know why I'd be on mediums again, but we have another retirement in Lit Romney, and who had the other, one of the other Reynolds, but don't see them anywhere though. So let's see. Looks like maybe Lit Romney lost it coming out of the final turn. As we do, we have a full-fledged safety car now. Perfect time for Dylan to come in and get those hard tires put on. Oh, and Fuzz is even coming back into the pits too, I would assume, to possibly put on some mediums. Not for sure, but this puts Zamaglis up into first place. Very bold strategy, yeah. He's throwing on the medium tires. He is going to fall back, maybe a little bit. We got a lot of people right now coming into the pits. Going to put on some fresh tires. So we got Bones. Bones on the 2-lap-old mediums, and he will move up into 4th place. Wow. Crazy. Adri gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. That Delta is very, very touchy. We hate to see it, but now we have a lot of people now We got Coxie on fresh tires, Fuzz, Dylan, let's see, Janet, Gomez, RC, all on fresh tires. And unfortunately, Adri will still have to come back in to serve that drive-through, but he is equipped in the medium tire, and now it is just a waiting game. This will give Andre, though, the opportunity. Surprised he didn't go into the pits, but on 2-lap-old hards, though, can't blame him. So, here we go. Because we're going to bunch everybody back up and see how these last, more than likely, 13 laps of the race will play out. Let's see. Don't know what happened there. A little spin out, perhaps, from Terminal, which allows RC to get up past him. Okay. We'll go back up to the front of the pack here. But, well, as of right now, it looks like the strategy for Zem could pay off when he opted to not come in and pit for fresh tires during the safety car. Looks like everybody now has a full battery. Should be saving up on gas too, and we are going to have a mad sprint to the finish line once the safety car finally comes in. Everybody's secret favorite car of the whole entire race is always the Mercedes pace car. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Let's see. Give a little airtime to Bag of Bones here. He sits in 4th place. Let's see how many. Let's go back to position changes, as we got Dylan up 12 positions, which is very good. We also have Janet as the other big winner of the day so far, up 10 spots, putting him back in 8th place right now. Be interesting to see what he can do now, since everybody's bunched up. Looks like, I think I should say fairly soon if the safety car should be coming in or not, but oh, right on board with Gomez here. Well, we got an AI for Coxie. Is that what it says? Maybe he's checking out the race director. Maybe, probably just checking the race director, but Coxie on the mediums, be able to see if Sriracha will be able to hold them off on those hard tires. Because very soon we'll have RC and Terminal rejoining the back of the pack here. Go back to tires. So we got Zem on 6-lap-old hards compared to pretty much everybody else behind him now. A lot of people, some people came in and put on the fresh hards, fresh mediums. Be interesting to see if he'll be able to maintain the lead with those older tires on, but because JX is not going to give him any room to breathe. As he mentioned before the race, he predicted he was going to win, and he finds himself in a very good position to do that, to win the opener. I would assume the safety car should be coming in this lap, and it is. So we'll move back up to the front here, as Moglis is now in control of the pace. So we'll be restarting off of him. But we'll also see if Zem was able to keep those hard tires up to temperature under the safety car. Because if those tires are cold, is he going? No. Let's see. Should be taking off fairly soon, and he does. Nope. Bunches everybody back up and elects to take off in the final turn. Doesn't get as much separation as he would probably have hoped to. But we are now officially back to green racing. As it doesn't... Ooh. Gomez was able to get in front of Janet, looks like. But Zem is able to maintain the lead here, which was very important for him. Now you just have to build off of that good start under the safety car and try to maintain this to take home the first championship, or the first win of the year. Got a little lockup from Bones as Fuzz is putting him under a lot of pressure right now. And Fuzz is up in overtake. He wants to get this move done before the DRS straight. Let's see, they're going side by side. They get it. And Bones is able to stay in front of Fuzz. That's some good side by side racing right there. Let's see, what other... We got Coxie back here, only a few seconds off, or a few tenths off of Sriracha. We'll see if he can maybe pull some kind of move going down to turn 1 here. He is on the soft, or on the medium tire, which should give him more grip coming out of this turn. He gets a very good run, and he's up in the overtake. Sriracha is also up in overtake as well, as Coxie is right on his gearbox. It's a little bit understeer maybe from the dirty air, but he gets a much cleaner launch off of the turn, and they're going side by side into the turn. Who's going to break last? As Coxie goes around the outside, Sriracha gives him room, and Fuzz bins it. He spins. Oh no. Fuzz. No. And he breaks his wing. Massively unfortunate from one of our front runners. I don't think anybody saw that spin coming. But we got Gomez going up alongside Sriracha, trying to pull off, trying to stay right behind Coxie, because he probably knows that he can't afford to lose too much time, since Coxie is also on the medium tire as well. Because we got, as Coxie picks up another 3-second penalty, moving him up to, I would assume would be 6 seconds. But we got Bag of Bones up here right behind Dylan, putting the pressure on him, as he is right behind him. And let's see if Dylan, see if Bones can get a good launch off of the turn. He's up in the overtake. DRS has now officially been enabled, making things a bit more interesting, as Bones gets a very good launch off of this turn. As Bones makes the move, he's going past him. And does he secure the pass? And he does very easily. So we're beginning to see now these hard tires just don't have the pace that these medium tires do right now. But the key thing though is that right now JX and Bones are both on, they're essentially on 6-7 lap old mediums. Will they, towards the end of the race, drop off significantly enough that the same lap old hards will have the advantage? We'll find out. Let's see. Let's get some close battles. Sriracha's right behind Janet. See if he can repay the favor and pass him. A couple people picking up 3-second penalties is Gomez. Couldn't see who the one before it was, but Gomez with a 3-second penalty, as he is trying to chase down Coxie. So 3-second penalty is not exactly going to help, but you never know. All you need is one less penalty at this point, and you'll have it. Now let's see. As JXW gets a fairly decent run, he's using up the battery. Will he send it? He goes down the inside. Is he going to be able to get the move done? Terrible angle, Codemasters. Why? As they're side by side, he pulls out of the slipstream again. He's got DRS and using up what's left of his battery. He's trying to go around the outside. Will he get the move on Zem? They're side by side, a little bit of a bobble, but he does get the move done again. As this has also allowed Bag of Bones to close up on his front two as well. We also have Dylan right behind them too. Dylan was maybe thinking about a little bit of a move here, but decides not to try and send it. Smart move. But now we got the front four really small. The front four have opened up a little bit of a gap to Coxie, who's now out of DRS range, but also now has Gomez breathing right down his back now. We'll see if he can fend him off for a bit longer. Let's see, does Bones? No. Bones is trying to use up his battery too. Andre picks up a 3-second penalty as... Ooh, did Bones pick up some damage there? Looks like he managed to avoid any kind of wing damage, which definitely went on. But now Zemoglis is just manages to stay inside that 1 second gap. Very, very important. Let's see, Gomez has been using off every single bit of that battery to try and get past Coxie here. But let's see if he'll be able to get it done. Doesn't look like it. Not having that battery is really, really hurting him. As he does, he tries to send it down the inside, and they make contact. Oh no, as Gomez picks up a 3-second penalty along with the contact that he made with Coxie. It doesn't look like any of them have picked up wing damage, though. Well, as RC also picks up a 3-second penalty. Jenny is now closed up on the back of Gomez, or this battle between Gomez and Coxie. See if he'll be able to make a move. Let's see. Not a lot of battery left for any of these guys. Let's see. These top four are very, very close together as we have a virtual safety car now coming out for this terminal spinning out. We'll see maybe if Fuzz can get a see where he ended up parking the car or what happened to him. No. Nope. They cleared it. Good job. And now the most important thing is to not go red into the delta under this VSC because it is very, very, very touchy. And Coxie gets a drive-through. Oh no. Oh, that's very unfortunate. That delta is very, very delicate. As Sriracha is picking up another 3-second penalty. I believe that probably moves him up to about, I think if I remember correctly, 12 seconds in penalties. Not for sure. But we got... Let's stay behind. Let's see if Ginny can get this move done on Gomez. Goes a little deep into that last turn. Doesn't have much battery, but we'll see. Can he get the better angle coming out of this turn? Does do a pretty good job, but definitely not going to be close enough though. Let's see. Both of these guys aren't really working with a whole lot of battery right now, but Adri picks up a 3-second penalty as well. So we now have 7 retirements in the opening Grand Prix of the EU season. Which this is very much reminding me of the first race in the real F1 calendar at Austria this year. A lot of retirements, but not as many mechanical ones. Ooh, almost didn't get the best either missed his braking zone or didn't get the best angle going in that turn because Zenith is right behind him now. Let's see if Zenith can make him pay for that mistake. As Zenith picks up another 3-second time penalty. This track is extremely unforgiving when it comes to these penalties. As Zenith locks up a little bit, but he loses it, and that allows Sriracha to go past him and up into 7th place. You know, the dirty air in this game is so powerful. You really lose you get a lot of understeer when you get close to these guys. As Fuzz picks up a 3-second penalty. Very unfortunate for how Fuzz's race has gone so far. He's doing so good up in the top 5, was even leading the race, and all it takes is one spin. Let's see, will he try and send it? No, he does not. Tucks back in behind Zemaglis. He's going to wait for his opportunity, and right here it is, as Zem also gets DRS, but Vagabones did not get the best launch off of that turn, but they're still so close to the leader, JXW, who right now seems to be in control of this race. With only 5 laps left to go. He has almost a 1-second gap back to Zemaglis, which would be very nice for him, since he could potentially then start to save up some of that battery. But right now, you gotta keep pushing him to try and get out of that range, because these guys, as long as they can stay in that DRS range, always have the advantage. Whereas Bag of Bones picks up a 3-second penalty, which, can't remember, Coxie picks up another 3-second penalty. Not going to matter too much after he has to serve his drive-through, which will more than likely put him down into about, probably put him down into 11th place, just behind Adri. Let's see, does he get a good launch? He does. But Zemaglis, though, is still holding on to JXW in DRS range. Let's see, tucks back in behind. That understeer is so powerful. You see him move, you see him with that understeer, and it's very, very hard to stay close to people like this, but Bones is doing a pretty good job of it so far. Let's see, Dylan's not really close enough. Sriracha. Yep. Coxie came in to serve his drive-through penalty, so that drops him back down to 11th now. The only thing that'll be able to help him is if Adri has picked up enough penalties to drop him back, and Zenith gets another 3-second penalty. Not going to help him as he is trying to close the gap up to Sriracha here. Let's ride on board with Bones, though. Looks like JX finally managed to pull out a DRS range. But just as I say that, though, looks like Zem got it back down under a second. Bones maybe with a little wheel spin there. Let's go back up to Zem. He does have DRS, but not... still about 0.6 of a second behind JX, who right now is just, he has put in an absolute perfect race as of right now. Managed to strategy well. Had a very clean race. I don't think JX has a penalty yet. Knock on wood. Don't want to get into commentator's curse or nothing, but he is controlling the pace of this race with that harness. Let's go back to Gomez, as Gomez is right behind Dylan now. As Dylan has a little bit of a lockup. Let's see if Gomez can capitalize on it. Using up the battery. Looks like he's closing up on him, but we will see who gets the better launch coming out of this turn, because this is the most important one right here. They both get pretty good. They both get a good launch out of it, but Gomez has DRS and using up his battery, but still not close enough to even think about a pass on Dylan yet. So right now, I'd probably have to assume, though, that these hard tires are going to have more pace than the mediums. Because those mediums are probably just about getting to the end of the leg. But, oh my god, as Gomez DNFs, and I don't know what happened there. Sriracha's also involved, gets collected in that. Did he break his wing? He did, again. Oh no. Very, very unfortunate. But now on the bright side, everybody who finishes gets a point. There you go. Perfect. Everybody gets points today. Let's see now. Closest gaps we got Zen, who's now 5/10 behind JX, starting to close back up to him, and Dylan down here in 5th with a 8/10 of a gap, or 8/10 of a second gap. Coxie picks up another 3 second. Probably RC also gets one too. Very, very unfortunate for some of these guys who've been collected in these accidents. Looks like the EU stewards are probably going to have a lot of work on their, a lot of work to do tonight. We will get back to the battle for first place here as Zen and Bones are all within half a second of our race leader, JX. Which, as of right now, JX trying to save up some of his battery, but definitely gonna be expecting him to start using it up now. As Bones goes around the outside of Zem, and Zem kind of locks up, and they make contact, and Zem spins out. Oh no, as Jinnit now gets by him and could potentially be looking at a podium. So unfortunate for Zem. A lot of, as Jinnit picks up another 3 second penalty. We'll have to see how penalties play out towards the end here. Because right now, Bones, that was a close battle. Oh, little wheel bang there, but now we'll see. Can Bones close up to JX? I don't remember if Bones has a penalty or not. We'll have to see. But right now, it looks like JX. He has control of this race right now. So he makes sure not to cut the first corner, keeps it nice and tidy. Definitely doesn't want to pick up a penalty on the final lap of the race here. Now, let's go back down to Andre, see if he can get past Zen here. Not going to be close enough. Alright, we're going to ride on board with JX here. See if he can fend off Bones as Bones is definitely closing up on him. A little bit of a lock-up. Still gets a pretty good launch out of the turn. But now, it all comes down to finding the area straight. Who is going to get the better launch out of this corner? As JX does a very good job. Bones is using up the rest of his battery to try and catch up to JX. And now it's all going to come down to the final home straight. Can Bones take first place away from JX, or will JX be able to hold on to it? Zen picks up a 3 second penalty. And here we go. It's a drag race to the very end. JX is using up the last of his battery, and so is Bones, and JXW comes home to win the EU Tier season opener at Australia. And Dylan he gets promoted up onto the podium due to penalties. Zem takes 4th, Andre up into 5th. Jinnit unfortunately drops back down to 6th after the penalties. Adri passes Sriracha. We got Sriracha down in 8th. RC finishes in 7th, and Coxie finishes in 10th and takes home the last point. Well, very good race, JX. Well-deserved win. As he whips out his phone that apparently he had in his pocket for the whole entire race and takes a nice selfie. Well-deserved win for the Haas driver, and very, very, very good racing from our other podium finishers as well. They managed to keep it pretty clean for the most part today, and as a result they ended up on the podium. But here we go, final rundown through the final results of this race. We have JXW taking home first, Bones in second, Dylan in third, Zem in fourth, Andre in fifth, Jinnit in sixth, Adri in seventh, Sriracha in eighth, RC in ninth, Coxie in 10th to round out the point earnings positions. And then we got Gomez, Fuzz, Terminal, Lit Romney, Brandon, Barton, Mario, Wolves, and Beck, who finish out the rest of the grid. But yeah, very, very exciting racing, a lot of close battles. But we will I don't know, maybe can see if get a couple of these guys maybe in for some post-race interviews. We'll see. But I think we're probably going to skip the post-race interviews. But thank you for joining the ZOR EU tier race today, for all those that were in the stream. And we will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern at Bahrain with Tier 1. Make sure you tune in and join for that race. That should be a fairly exciting one to watch. And then on Thursday, we will have Tier 2 at the same exact time, 8 p.m. Eastern at Bahrain as well. So, like I said, we'll end the stream there, and thanks for watching.